want to talk about 3 ways the Menendez brothers wind up getting out of prison. First way is through the resentencing that former Los Angeles District Attorney George Gascón recommended in late 2024. What that is trying to ask the judge to convert the special circumstances first-degree murder to a more traditional first-degree murder, which makes the brothers parole eligible, and then it would ultimately be up to a California parole board whether or not they will eventually be paroled and released from custody. We have a change in district attorneys in Los Angeles, and that decision is ultimately going to be up to the judge whether or not they agree to go with what was previously recommended by George Gascón. The second way, through the Habeas Petition process. The Habeas process basically says, hey, we have new evidence that if we were able to introduce this evidence at the second trial, a jury would have reached a different verdict. That involves a second person unrelated to the brothers coming forward saying that their father molested them, sexually assaulted him when he was a child, as well as that letter that is alleged to have been written from Eric Menendez to a cousin before the murders, talking about how he can no longer take the abuse and that it was picking up an escalation. The theory there being, had a jury heard that, they would not have convicted the brothers of first-degree murder, but instead would have found imperfect self-defense, which would have supported a voluntary manslaughter conviction. They would have been out a long time ago, even if they received the maximum sentence. And the third way they could be released is by way of a clemency petition to the governor of the state of California, who has taken a very hands-off approach and wants to see how the first 2 avenues play out. Should be a really interesting 2025 and a lot of issues criminal law, particularly as it relates to this Menendez brothers case, which is going on 35 years of really encapsulating the attention of the American public as well as the world.